A house in the quiet suburbs. A scream in the night. A man lies dead, his skull shattered. This is no fiction. This is the story of Jason Corbett, an Irish father whose dream of a new life in America ended in blood. Was it murder, self-defense, or something darker? Welcome to Darker Unveiled, where shadows reveal truth. For the next minutes, unravel the twisted tale of love, lies, and a brutal killing that shocked two nations. Subscribe now, dim the lights and step into the mystery. But beware, some truths cut deeper than a bat or a brick. The beginning, a widower's hope. Limerick, Ireland, 2006. Jason Corbett, a 31-year-old businessman, is a devoted father to Jack, age 2, and newborn Sarah. His wife, Mags Fitzpatrick, runs a local creche, her laughter filling their home. But tragedy strikes. Mags, battling asthma, collapses one November night. Her inhaler fails. Jason rushes her to University Hospital, but it's too late. Mags dies at 31, leaving Jason a widower, his heart broken, his children motherless. How does a man rebuild after such loss? Jason pours himself into fatherhood, shielding Jack and Sarah from grief. But he needs help. In 2008, he hires Molly Martins, a 25-year-old American au pair from Tennessee. Blonde, charming, she bonds with the kids, bringing light to their home. Sparks fly. By 2010, Jason proposes on Valentine's Day. A new chapter begins, or so he thinks. Was Molly the answer to his prayers, or the start of his nightmare? A New Life in America. June 2011. Jason, Molly, Jack, and Sarah moved to Lexington, North Carolina, near Molly's parents, Thomas and Sharon Martins. Thomas, a retired FBI agent, carries an air of authority. Jason, now 36, buys a $390,000 house on Panther Creek Court, gives Molly $80,000 for furnishings, and buys her a BMW SUV. He's building the American dream, but cracks form. Molly pushes to adopt Jack and Sarah, wanting them to have US citizenship. Jason resists, securing green cards to keep their Irish passports. Why? His brother John later reveals Jason feared losing his kids to Molly's family if he died. Tensions simmer. Jason dreams of returning to Ireland, opening a pizza restaurant in County Clare. Molly, meanwhile, consults lawyers about custody rights in 2013 and 2014. Was she planning for divorce, or something worse? The night of August 2nd, 2015. It's a warm summer night. Thomas and Sharon visit from Tennessee, staying at Jason's house. Jack, 10, and Sarah, 8, sleep upstairs. Around 3 a.m., a 911 call shatters the silence. Thomas Martins, voice steady, says he and Molly killed Jason. Paramedics arrive at Panther Creek Court. They find Jason, 39, naked on the bedroom floor, his head pulverized. Blood pools on the carpet, splatters the walls. A Louisville Slugger baseball bat and a concrete brick lie nearby. The scene is chaos. A vacuum cleaner smeared with blood stands oddly in the corner. Molly, 31, has a faint red mark on her neck. Thomas, 65, is uninjured. They claim self-defense. Thomas says he heard screams, grabbed the bat, meant as a gift for Jack, and found Jason choking Molly. Molly says she hit Jason with the brick, kept on her nightstand for a kid's art project. Jason, they claim, screamed, "I'm going to kill you." But the autopsy tells a darker story. At least 12 blows to Jason's head, his skull so shattered a piece falls out. Blood spatter shows he was struck while down, 18 inches from the floor. Why so many blows? Was this self-defense or slaughter? The investigation, two sides emerge. Investigators are skeptical. Molly's clothes show blood spatter, but no major injuries. Thomas's shirt and boxers have blood, suggesting he stood over Jason swinging. A blood expert notes the vacuum cleaner's blood defies physics, dripping sideways as if the scene was staged. Toxicology finds trazodone, a sleep aid prescribed to Molly, in Jason's system. Did she drug him? Prosecutors build a motive. Molly feared Jason would take Jack and Sarah back to Ireland, cutting her out. A $600,000 life insurance policy adds fuel. Days after the killing, Molly withdraws $30,000 from Jason's account, tries to ship furniture to Tennessee, and pays $5,000 to clean the house. Suspicious or practical? The defense paints Jason as abusive, controlling, a heavy drinker prone to rage. Molly claims he choked her regularly, but Jason's family fights back. His sister, Tracy Lynch, calls Molly a fantasist, citing lies about being an Olympic swimmer and Montessori teacher. Who was the real victim here? The trial, justice or miscarriage? July 2017, Davidson County Courthouse. Molly and Thomas face second-degree murder charges. The trial is a spectacle, covered by 20/20ths and 48 hours. Prosecutors present the gruesome evidence: Jason's head injuries, the blood spatter, the trazodone. They argue Molly and Thomas planned the attack, driven by custody fears and greed. The defense counters with Molly's claims of abuse, supported by photos of bruises and audio of arguments. Thomas testifies he acted to save his daughter, but the jury sees through it. After 4 hours, they convict both of second-degree murder. Sentences, 20-25 years each. Tracy in court weeps with relief. "Justice for Jason," she whispers. But was it? Molly's uncle calls it an atrocious miscarriage. The Martins appeal, claiming the judge excluded key evidence, like Jack and Sarah's early statements to social workers, alleging Jason's anger issues. Were those statements coerced? The plot thickens. The appeal and plea deal. February 2020. The North Carolina Court of Appeals overturns the convictions, citing juror misconduct and the excluded statements. A retrial is ordered. The case moves to Forsyth County due to media frenzy. Jason's family is devastated, but they vow to fight. March 2021, the North Carolina Supreme Court upholds the ruling. Molly and Thomas, out on bail, await a new trial. But in October 2023, a twist. They accept plea deals. Molly pleads no contest to voluntary manslaughter. Thomas pleads guilty. Murder charges are dropped. On November 9, 2023, Judge David Hall sentences them to 51-74 months, crediting 44 months served. They'll serve just 7 more months. At the hearing, Jack and Sarah, now 18 and 16, speak. Sarah says she can't stand ambulances or American women's voices. They remind her of that night. Jack says the bright boy he was is gone. The defense presents a domestic abuse expert, claiming Molly's fear of losing the kids drove her. But Judge Hall questions why Thomas didn't call 911 first, why they emerged unscathed. "It makes no sense," he says. Release and the Netflix documentary. June 6, 2024. Molly walks free from Raleigh's women's prison, smiling in a striped dress. Thomas leaves Caldwell Correctional Center hours later. They return to Tennessee under probation. Jason's family is outraged. Tracy writes, "They didn't just murder Jason, they tried to destroy his reputation." Her book, My Brother Jason and Sarah's memoir, A Time for Truth, fight to restore his name. Then, May 9, 2025, Netflix releases A Deadly American Marriage. The documentary, with interviews from Molly, Thomas, Jack, Sarah, and Tracy, reignites debate. Molly insists Jason was abusive. Sarah claims Molly coached them to lie about abuse. Social media erupts. One ex-post calls the killing premeditated, alleging Molly drugged Jason. Another decries the injustice of their release. The film, structured like a trial, leaves viewers questioning, was Jason the monster, or were Molly and Thomas? The children's truth. Jack and Sarah, now 20 and 18, live with Tracy in Limerick. After Jason's death, Molly fought for custody, but a judge awarded it to Tracy, honoring Jason's 2007 will. The kids return to Ireland, scarred but resilient. Sarah's memoir reveals Molly's manipulation, coaching them to say Jason was abusive. "We trusted her," Sarah writes. "She said we'd be separated if we didn't lie." Jack speaks of grief, his father's memory fading under the weight of lies. Their pain is raw, their voice is powerful. Why did Molly fight so hard for kids she later betrayed? Was it love or control? The lingering questions. The Jason Corbett case is a maze of contradictions. A bloodied bedroom, a bat and a brick. 2 killers freed after 7 months. A family torn apart. Prosecutors saw greed and planning. The defense saw fear and survival. The Netflix documentary offers no answers, only perspectives. Jason's skull bore 12 blows, yet Molly had a faint mark. Thomas, a trained FBI agent, didn't call for help. Trazodone lingered in Jason's blood. Was this a desperate act or a calculated plot? Jack and Sarah believe their father was murdered, his dream of returning to Ireland stolen. Molly and Thomas claim they were victims, escaping an abuser. The truth? It's buried somewhere in that bedroom, soaked in blood. What do you think? Comment below. Was justice served or did evil walk free? Conclusion: a wound unhealed. Jason Corbett lies beside Mags in Limerick, their wedding photo on their headstone. Jack and Sarah carry their pain, orphans of a tragedy that spans continents. Molly and Thomas live quietly, their story told on Netflix. But the Corbett family vows to keep fighting. We know the truth, Tracy says. Soon the world will too. This case isn't closed. It's an open wound. Subscribe to Darker Unveiled, hit the bell and share this story. More mysteries await. But if you hear a scream in the night, don't wait for answers. Check the shadows. Evil hides where you least expect it.